Yeah, hey everybody. I wish I could talk about the, God damn it. Wish I could talk about the government that I can't do that without going over the limit of the time in YouTube. I can't. There's too much explanation. I mean, I just, like, in a single session, I need to seriously start, like, monitoring the time. Alright. As far as economy, oh fuck. I don't even think I can do that. I can't do that. Damn it. Like, it's a resource-based economy, and, okay, people that are perhaps more in tune with the earth will presume that I'm talking about the destruction of the planet Earth, but the problem is we're not talking about a capitalistic resource economy. We're talking about basically change. It's not even something that's ever been, I don't have a term for it because it's not something that exists presently, the kind of economy that we're talking about, or the kind of a system of exchange, I guess, or production. It's not the same thing. It's not even, I really wouldn't know what to call it as far as the kind of market. So the problem is we don't really look at this shit kind of, I don't know, rationally. We think of it in the absurd parameters of capitalism itself, so that fish are fish are like a commodity and shit. I mean, it's absurd. The thing is, we have to be able to make harmony with the planet Earth in order to be able to really have any kind of sensible future. We have to. So the problem is, capitalism is an impossible system, or an impossible paradigm. We can't sustain the planet with capitalism. It's impossible. It's not even about sustainability, but harmony with the planet Earth. Real harmony is impossible when we have a profit motive. And not only that, but all of the psychopathic concepts and paradigms that go along with this whole thing. It's not just an impossibility, and it's not just, it's more than impossible. So, yeah, changing it to a resource-based economy, it's not that, okay, first of all, if it's a resource-based economy, you're going to take care of the resources and not think of them as resources. The only reason that I'm using that term is because it's the only term that is relatively like what I'm talking about. The resource-based economy is the closest thing to what I would suggest we go to. So there isn't money. There isn't a number system. There aren't taxes. There aren't savings. And by being a citizen, you automatically get the rights of food, clothing, shelter, transportation, and information. So there isn't a... And so whatever you get paid, the income ends up being based upon the quality of your work. And the complexity of the job that you have. And the thing is, that standard is not based, it's not a standard of, we have created this standard and you must live up to it. No, it's relative to each other. Relative to each other, we produce our own gradients between each other. So that's how that works. It's not a standardization created by an agency. It is us having differences in how we do things create our own class system, our own classes, and that's these grades. and these grades will then distinguish the quality of the stuff that you can purchase then. And the purchase is between the producer and the purchasee. Depending upon your grade, you can buy a certain amount or a certain quality of stuff. I mean, if you are at the lowest grade and you want to buy something at the highest grade, that would be, so you could only buy that. It's kind of like an allowance type thing. You would only be able to buy that object for a certain amount of time, maybe 4 months. But you would still have your necessities fulfilled. So it's not like you're going to buy that and then you're going to die because you don't have any money. The money system is the death dealer to every single person's possibility of happiness and prosperity. That's why this system is so much better. And the thing is, it makes sense because you benefit the government equal to its benefit to you. Okay? The reason that we serve this organization called government is because it benefits us so much. And the reason that it benefits us so much is because we create it by our participation in it. That's the logic, that's the premise of this whole agreement, that it only makes sense when we aren't born a citizen. We have to earn the citizenship. You have to participate in the government, not in the society, in order for you to be a citizen. And that's just, that's logical. It's both of those. The other aspect is the education system, which I'll get into another video probably. And I could talk for a longer period of time on the economy aspect of this too. The whole money system. There's no profit motive. That means that there's no the incentive of somebody to put out high technology is increased rather than decreased. So productivity is enhanced by this. People aren't gonna, the car companies are not gonna put out the crappiest cars so that we have to pay more for the gas because of the profits that are created by that. Instead, they would put out the highest end cars so that they would end up being they would even be able to have even more productivity. So the objective isn't even the idea of increasing some guy's money. The idea is, well, it's kind of that, but at the same time, it's to enhance humanity. And then also, I mean, having the best produce. We have to have good farms. Food gardens in cities. They're already doing that in South America and I think Colombia or some shit. And that would be a perfect prototype. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. People are already doing the shit that I've come up with, the ideas that I've come up with. So yeah, and that's, you know, there's all kinds of shit like that. Basically, the theme of this government is practicality infused with wisdom and subtle complexity. Subtle complexity. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody want to get a copy of it, I'll send it to you. Post haste. I've already gotten a few requests actually, which is pretty and it's nice to see. But of course, not enough. Not enough. I must always have a certain amount of discontent. Anyhow, I think I'm running out of time. I love y'all. And peace the fuck out.